A young seeker once climbed the sacred hill of Arunachala with a fire in his heart and a storm in his mind. He had read scriptures, practiced austerities, restrained the senses, fasted, meditated, but one enemy refused to die: physical desire. It rose again and again, sometimes as a subtle thought, sometimes as a powerful wave that shook his resolve. Ashamed, confused, and exhausted, he approached Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, who sat silently on the stone floor of the hall, eyes half open, unmoving like the mountain itself. The seeker prostrated and spoke. "Bhagavan, I have renounced pleasures. I control my body. I discipline my mind, yet desire haunts me. Why does this animal force not leave me? Is liberation impossible while the body exists?" Ramana looked at him, not as a judge, not as a teacher, but as a mirror. His voice was soft, almost casual. "To whom does this desire arise?" The seeker was startled. He expected instructions, techniques, perhaps condemnation. Instead, this question: "To me, Bhagavan." Ramana smiled faintly. "Find out who this me is, then see what happens to desire." The seeker frowned. "But desire feels physical, Bhagavan. It is in the body, in the blood, in the nerves. Surely it must be destroyed." Ramana shook his head gently. "Nothing that truly exists needs to be destroyed. What does not truly exist cannot be destroyed." The seeker was silent. Ramana continued. "You say desire is physical, but when you are asleep, where is it? The body is still there, the senses are still there, the hormones are still there, yet no desire troubles you." The seeker felt the first crack in his certainty. So desire is not in the body. It appears only when the I thought appears. Ramana spoke slowly, each word landing like a hammer on illusion. Desire is not for objects. Desire is for completion. The false I feels incomplete, separate, limited, so it reaches outward to bodies, pleasures, experiences, hoping to fill an inner emptiness. The seeker whispered, "Then physical desire is only a symbol," Ramana said. "A gross expression of a subtle misunderstanding." Silence filled the hall. "You do not desire another body. You desire the sense of expansion, of disappearance, of relief from limitation. In pleasure, the ego temporarily dissolves. You mistake that disappearance for happiness, and then chase the object again." This was the second shock. The seeker protested. "Then why do scriptures insist on celibacy, restraint, discipline?" Ramana nodded. "Discipline has its place, but suppression strengthens what it fights." He explained. "When you suppress desire, you are saying, 'This is powerful, this is dangerous, this is real.' Thus you give it importance." Then, quietly, "What you resist persists." The seeker felt exposed. Years of inner struggle suddenly looked childish. "So what should one do when desire arises?" Ramana replied, "Do not follow it, do not fight it, do not judge it." A pause. "Ask, to whom has this arisen? Stay there." The seeker asked, "Is physical desire sinful, Bhagavan?" Ramana's face became serious, not stern, but uncompromising. "Sin and virtue belong to the ego. The self knows neither." Then he added, "The real danger is not desire. The real danger is believing you are the body-mind." This struck deeper than any moral lecture. A man may live outwardly pure, yet remain bound by the I. Another may pass through desire, yet see its unreality and be free. Ramana was not just dismantling desire, he was dismantling the seeker's entire framework. Ramana said, "Watch desire closely. You will see it is only a thought, followed by an image, followed by sensation." He asked, "Before the thought, where is desire?" The seeker closed his eyes and looked. There was awareness, silence, presence, no desire. Thought creates the body experience, Ramana said, not the other way around. This was the fourth shock. Days passed. The seeker stayed near Ramana, practicing only one thing: inquiry. Each time desire arose, he did not condemn it. He did not indulge it. He turned inward. To whom is this arising? Again and again, the sense of a solid I began to weaken. One evening, overwhelmed, he cried, "Bhagavan, desire still comes, but it no longer has the same power. Why?" Ramana answered, "Because you are no longer feeding the false owner." Then he said words the seeker would never forget. Desire survives only as long as the ego is believed to be real. When the ego is seen as a thought, desire becomes a shadow without substance. The seeker asked one final question: will desire ever completely disappear? Ramana looked toward Arunachala. When you wake from a dream, do you ask where the dream characters went? Then softly, desire does not disappear. The one who desires disappears. Tears flowed freely now, not from struggle, but from release. Desire is not physical, it is ego-based. Suppression strengthens desire. Indulgence strengthens ego. Understanding dissolves both. Liberation is not purity of behavior, but clarity of identity. When the self is known, desire loses its claimant. Ramana never asked seekers to become unnatural. He asked them to become true. And in truth, the fire of desire is revealed to be nothing but a reflection of the infinite longing to return to the self.